Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Kati and today I'm going to give you an update on my planner and talk about my 2025 plans. I have changed my planner to this plum cover because when I bought the second one, I decided that I will change the cover every other month. So this is for the uneven months and this is for the even months. So now was the first change after getting this, and I was a bit like sad making the change because I have enjoyed this, but I'm not a fall person. So that helped me to make the change because I think this isn't such a fall color as this is. So this was like making me feel fall more. So I was kind of happy to get out of this and move into my plum. And yes, this is a Moterm Pocket Luxe 2.0. This is the veg tan leather in the color plum. And it came with 30mm rings, but I have changed to 19 because otherwise I can't fit what I want to fit in this cover. I did watch a bit like what kind of videos I have made before, and every time I feel like I have mentioned planner piece. It has been in the pocket tee and passport tee, and that was also like a mix. I had also passport inserts in a pocket tee, and then it was also in personal rings. I feel like this is like the mix of all the things that I have loved in the past and that has worked. So now I have managed to put in one book the passport / pocket size and the rings. And I think this really might work for the long run because I have managed to put everything in here. And also I have here the ring inserts, I have some bound books. I'm not working well with just a bound book, with just rings. So I'm so happy that I decided to try this and that it has worked. So I don't know, I'm planning my 2025 around this because I want this to work for me. And it's not like I'm forcing it. There is kind of nothing like I would feel would be more like me, because then if I start to think, well, just a ring planner, but then I would miss the bound book. So if I think about a bound book, I'm just like, no, it won't work. I have tried it so many times and I love the flexibility of the rings. So I'm going with this for now. It works now, so why change it? But I have done some changes, so I kind of don't want to talk about Hobonichi, but then I also would like to talk about Hobonichi. And I try to keep it brief. I love kinda what they are doing. I can appreciate what they are doing, but I don't appreciate I would want to call it like madness, what is like going around on social media here on YouTube. And I have been very anxious since the release of the full lineup because there has been so many videos. Of course, it started already before that, but latest then people started to release videos what they will get. Then they have been now releasing videos what they did order, what went wrong, and now there is also, now we are getting those unboxings, and I don't like that there are verbs like must have, I must have, when we are talking about Hobonichi. That's like, I don't feel that's healthy. I just dislike that so much because I don't think a calendar is a must. I don't think a certain cover is a must. There is always options, and I would like that there would be more like this, what is the word, like flexibility in the community. It's like, it's a calendar, it's not a must. You don't need it to survive, to live. You can love it, you can enjoy it, you can have fun with it, but it's not a must. Okay, so I have been very anxious the past 2 weeks, and YouTube is for me usually the place to relax, watch fun videos. It hasn't been that for me in the past 2 weeks, and I think that has strongly affected my mental health because I haven't had the place that I usually have to wind down. And all those videos and all the madness has made me the decision that I'm going to say again goodbye to Hobonichi. I did that a few years back when I decided I'm not getting the weeks anymore, and a few videos back I made my Hobonichi weeks video where I came to my senses and realized that no, the Hobonichi weeks is not working for me, so why would I get it again? I need to go back to the replacements that I found back then and stop buying the Hobonichi weeks for the nice cover. Now, I said in that video that I still like the Hobonichi weekly, and I haven't found a replacement for it. I tried last year, I ordered the Sterling Ink passport booklet, but I didn't like it, so I went again with this. But now I was like, again, I need to think, I need to search for an replacement, because I don't like the feeling of that it's a must that I get something or else everything stops working. I called it the prison, but now I would maybe, even after seeing and hearing how people reacted, I would maybe call it an addiction, Hobonichi addiction. It's very strong for some people, and I decided I'm trying to I don't know what's the word in English, but I want to get rid of my Hobonichi addiction. I'm not going to get any Hobonichi hit this fall. I want rid of that addiction. So I decided not to get a Hobonichi weekly for next year, so I went to search for replacements. And it's funny because the replacement that I found is here in my planner. So I used the Hobonichi weekly for, I didn't cover up anything here, but I used this for health tracking. I will show it soon in the other book, but it's just everything concerning my health habits. I'm tracking those, I'm tracking my sleep, I'm tracking my food, and so on. So this is just for me to see my health. And I also, where did I do it before? I changed it, isn't so long ago. Yes, of course. I have this movement tracker in my Hobonichi weeks. Then when I decided to let go of those, I changed it to here. And now when I decided to let go of this, I changed my movement tracker to the Nolty. Here in these back pages where I have done the monthly the way I like it. So I put the movement tracker here beside the day. And this is just, I just want to see what I do, and it's fine. And I think this is even better than what I had before, because now, because I do my movement tracking here, it means that I come here every day, because I didn't come here every day, because this wasn't like a must to come to this monthly view every day. So now I'm happy that I come here every day, so I use it more, and it's okay. It's okay here. So the movement tracker and my health tracker, yes, I was supposed to show that. So this is what I used this Nolty before. This was my weekly task lists. But then when I started to think about my 2025 lineup, I was thinking I would maybe want the weekly task list in my rings, because this is not something that I need to carry the whole year with me, like what did I do on a certain week. That's not like information that I need to have on me always. So I decided I want to find a solution for my weekly task list, and that is now about the 2025 lineup. So that is something that I haven't solved yet. So I could use just gridded grid paper and do this same setup for my rings. It probably will be in pocket size. That's why I have these pocket papers here in between, because I'm now feeling the size if I like it. But this was how I used the Nolty, but then I realized, well, this is the same vertical weekly layout that the Hobonichi Weekly has, so why wouldn't I do my health tracking here? I'm sorry I have covered things up, but personal information in my opinion. So I just started, and yes, the problem is that I had already made these setups for the rest of the year, and now I'm like, I never should do things like that, because I usually change things during the year. But I did cover this amount from every page, so it wouldn't like get in the way of my health tracking so much. And if I need this space, I can always decorate that afterwards, but I know that I need this space every week, so I did cover that up. So yes, my health tracking in here, and I'm trying out new things here now, how to track my 7 habits, because I just have 6 boxes here. So I just need to find again what works. I don't know, I'm just now happy that I decided to use this. And yes, because then next year I'm planning to get another one of these, so I can use it for my health tracking. I can do my monthly calendar here in the back, use it for the movement tracking, and then in the front I still have these monthly views. And I did plan and track my YouTube videos here, but then now I'm thinking that maybe I could do here some bigger health tracking, like any big symptoms, so that I would see with one view like how my month was, just to see if there is something that I need to see that would like be the same every month or so. But here I have done the YouTube planning before, and yes, then I needed a place for my YouTube planning. Of course I could have done my YouTube planning here, but I had something where I did the tracking also, and which brings me more joy. So I went back to my Midori mini pocket diary. I just love this. I just love it so much. So now that I'm not having I had my weekly with this laminated piece. I had put it here in the back pocket so it would stay in place, and it was that was just fine. But now that I don't have it there anymore, I have place for this Midori mini pocket diary, and I keep it just here in the secretarial pocket. So then when I want to do my YouTube planning, I can just take this out of here, and I love it. I love it that it's separate. It's kind of like easier, and I love these monthly tabs here. It's just so convenient, and I have here some sticky notes to do the planning, and then afterwards I write here what video I have done. So I'm so happy to be back in this. What I'm not happy about, that they have changed the lineup for next year. So I didn't find this flower design. I don't think I have seen any bird design. I found the dog, the cat, flowers, and Ochi-san, so the uncle. So I'm not getting the flower next year, but it's okay. Yeah, the cat is different because it has the months in Japan. So that wouldn't be like easy for me to use. So I think I will go with the dog or flower design, because I think those both had here the numbers, and the uncle, the Oji-san, is like too many colors, too whimsical for me. So I think I will get this again next year, because I just love this MD paper. I love this cuteness. I just like planning in here, and here I just use these sticky notes to plan the videos. So it's like a bit extra, but this is the cuteness and funness that like replaces for me the Hobonichi weeks. And this is, I think, like third of the price or something like that. So Midori mini pocket diary for YouTube planning and trackings. And I had here, this is my stationery shopping plan, and I did this. I have made a video when I did set up this, but I stopped using it when I stopped using this diary like actively. But now I was flipping through, and I think this was so useful because I had planned like when I need to save money, when I want to buy something, when something releases that I want. So now I'm again thinking that why not? Why couldn't I do this also for next year and have this with my YouTube planning and my stationery shopping like I planned it before? And then I had some wish lists here with sticky notes. And I think this was so nice, and I was trying to minimize my setup, but now that I gave up on this, so it's again just 2 bound books, and I think that's a good amount. What I kinda need, it's not a must, it would be fun. I have used now these Filofax weekly inserts that I got with a cover, and I have these for this year, but then I need to have a solution for next year, so I'm thinking maybe I would get something similar, but maybe in the pocket size, so that I would have a little bit more space to write. Then I have been looking at some monthly views, but that's not really a must. The only idea that I came with for the monthly view, of course I could do my YouTube planning, but if I have the Midori mini pocket diary for that, yes, I know, that's just like extra. I could do the planning here, but then I enjoy that I have afterwards a bound book where I can look through what videos I did when. So I enjoy that stability. So that's why I'm not keen on doing my YouTube planning on the rings, because I still want to have the history. And yeah, I just love it. So I think I can buy 2 calendars, small calendars a year. I don't think that's excess. So I was thinking the monthly view would work maybe for HB90 planning. So that's if I can't resist, because I have seen some very nice monthly pocket inserts. So if I can't resist, I will come up with something to use those. So then the weekly view for my daily planning, and then some grid pages to do my weekly planning. And kinda I don't need to buy anything for that. I have grid paper that I can cut and punch, so that's not a problem. It's maybe just only if I find something that's like would really work, because it's about the grid size, because I enjoy what I had here, this Alistair method, to have the weekdays here. So as you can see, I need a lot of space to fit all the weekdays and the task. So this mini insert is a bit small. And although I can write small, it's the same as I said in my weeks video. I don't like reading small, so I think my weekly task list would work better on a bit bigger insert. It maybe doesn't even have to be taller, it just needs to be a bit wider. And I'm not so worried about having different size of inserts. I can imagine that for somebody this is like a nightmare, but for me it's like, well, now I can more easily find this insert, because I know this is now my monthly task list and it comes out here a bit, so I find it easily. So for me it's like functional to have different size of inserts, and I know what kind of task and project this insert is now, so I can very easily get to it. I still have my 5-year journal. I think I have 3 years left in that, so no need for a new 5-year journal. And that's like everything that I have dated. The only thing is, of course, our kitchen calendar, but this we will get from the grocery store. So there, I don't have a lot of needs because my journals are usually just notebooks. I don't need it to be dated. I find it like a bit problematic for my journaling to have a dated book. So my wish list and like shopping list for next year is not long, and I haven't done any shopping because I feel this is a bit early for next year. I haven't even planned quarter 4. So I'm not like ready to buy things for quarter 1 next year. I'm just not there yet. I'm still in this year, and we have still 4 months left in this year, and that's 1/3 of a calendar. So I would like just to enjoy the calendars that we have now, and then later to get those that we need next year. I'm just not enjoying this fear of missing out feeling. And of course, I feel the fear of missing out. I really would like to have this planner for next year, and I really would like to have the Minori pocket diary. But I think it would be like crazy if they would run out of stock in September when we have still 3-4 months to go to the next year. I think they have then just produced too little, and they are not serving their customers if there are many left without. And I'm not enjoying the fear of missing out concerning Hobonichi. I can admit that although there is nothing that I really would like, but all the hype is causing me FOMO. Although I don't want anything from there, like really want, but I'm still feeling the FOMO. And I hope you understand it. I of course, I can rationally think it through, but it still is, it's not taking my feelings away. It's kind of not making it better. This is the time of the year when I least enjoy being here on YouTube. For me, I just can't handle it because I start to feel the FOMO. I start to feel, well, I'm not a good YouTuber because I'm not making a big Hobonichi order. I'm making a big unboxing because I could get so many views out of that. So I'm just feeling left outside of the Hobonichi party. And I know that's something that just I need to deal with myself. But it's hard for me to imagine that I would be the only one with this feeling, that is, who is feeling a bit like left outside because maybe you can't afford a big Hobonichi order, as I can't either. And that has been my decision not to save money for a big Hobonichi order, because I don't think that those things are worth the money, the hassle, the FOMO. And the prices go up all the time. I just checked. I paid for this 6.90 in euros last year. Now it's 8 euros. So the prices just go up. And of course, that's also with all the other brands. The 270 euros free shipping, that's like crazy. I would never spend that kind of money. Although I have saved money for Hobonichi and done bigger orders in the past, I have never reached the free shipping rate, and it was lower previously. Now it's just going up. It was 220 euros last year, and it went up 50 euros for this year. 270 euros is a crazy amount of money. For me, at least, it is. Okay. I just hope you got something out of this video. I'm sorry I came here like I just have been feeling bad the past 2 weeks. If you watched my last week's video where I did an unboxing, I had filmed that before the Hobonichi release. So that was already like, what, 3 weeks ago? Can it be? Yeah, so I haven't been able to film after the Hobonichi release. This is my first attempt, And I'm just waiting for the time that we start talking about something else than Hobonichi. And I know I also talk about Hobonichi, but from a bit of a different perspective, like from a different side of the table. I'm not the one sharing my big haul. I'm the one saying that I'm feeling left alone in my not buying Hobonichi corner. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below, and I really hope you got something out of this video. I'm sorry it was a bit... I don't know what it was, but this is just where I am now, and I'm hoping that I get over this, what this is, soon. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a lovely day, and I hope you have peace with your relationship with Hobonichi. Bye bye.